Hi, this is Andrea Olson with Go Diaper Free, and I'm going to teach you today about should you potty train at Christmas. We're going to record a podcast that was written by one of our certified coaches in the UK. So let's get on with it. Welcome to the Go Diaper Free podcast, where we're all about helping you potty your baby as early as birth. I'm your host, Andrea Olson, author and mom of 5 EC babies. This is a special episode, a bonus episode called Should You Potty Train at Christmas or During the Holiday Break, and is by one of our certified coaches, Rebecca, who can be found at littlebunnybear.com. If you want to see the links to anything we mentioned in today's podcast episode, just go to godiaperfree.com/HOLIDAYBONUS. That's holiday bonus. I don't know why I spelled all that out. Maybe because I'm constantly spelling things out to my husband in code so my kids can't figure out what we're talking about. Haha. Okay, so today I'm going to read her guest post so that if you can't sit down and read a post or a book for that matter, you can listen while you go through your holiday duties. This can apply to people who are doing EC. This can apply to people who are doing potty training. This can apply to a blend of both. So this episode is definitely for everybody who's considering doing some kind of toilet training during this holiday break. So here goes. With most people having at least some time off of work, the holiday or Christmas may seem like the perfect time to get on with potty training, but here are 5 things to consider before making your decision. And when we say Christmas in this episode, this was written by Rebecca, so she used that term, but I do practice inclusion in this podcast and all of my stuff. I realize everybody practices and studies and celebrates different things. So Christmas is also Kwanzaa, is also Hanukkah, is also just the holiday break. So you feel free to substitute in anything that you want. And I'll just say Christmas throughout this just for ease of talking. Okay. So 5 things before making your decision we're going to consider today. Potty training is a major developmental milestone of childhood, and your child needs your support to achieve it. Whenever you decide it's the right time to potty train, and if you're not sure, Rebecca has a quiz I've linked to in the show notes. It's godiaperfree.com/holiday bonus. Take her quiz if you want to know when to potty train. So whenever you decide it's the right time, you will need to teach your child all of the steps involved, from communicating to you that they need to go, to getting them to the right place, supporting them to undress, using the potty or toilet, dressing, and washing hands. With so many skills involved in potty training, you can be sure that most children will need some help to perfect them. At Christmas, you are likely to be at home and have a few days to spare, so is this the right time to potty train? I always recommend setting aside at least 2 to 3 days at the very beginning of the process to give your child what they need. I agree with Rebecca. We both do the same thing. If you've already started potty training and it's going quite well, then the holiday is a great time to hone in on any remaining skills that need perfecting. These might include things like dressing and undressing, sitting independently, wiping, or washing hands. If you have done baby pottying, elimination communication before, you might be further on with the process of learning anyway. Therefore, you could think about consolidating things or teaching some things that need to be taught. However, if your child has never used a potty before and you're thinking about potty training from scratch, there are some reasons why the holiday might not be the best time to start potty training. We have 5 total that Rebecca brings here for us. Number 1 is there will be lots of distractions, both for you and your child. Distractions will get in the way of you being available to focus on the task, but they'll also make learning harder for your child. Christmas is not always the quiet time we imagine. It's usually exciting and stimulating for children and a very busy time for parents. Number 2, you are more likely to get resistance from your child. Research shows that most parents initiate potty training rather than the child. When parents take the lead in the right way, this approach is also shown to be the most effective way to potty train. We want to be parent-led here. However, at Christmas, potty training is likely to be a low priority for your child as compared to the wonder and excitement of the festive season. Trying to change their whole way of life, aka where they wee and poo. Rebecca's from the UK. I love how they say we. It's cute. Changing their whole way of life is likely to create resistance in the process, which won't help your chances of success. Number 3, your child will probably have accidents to begin with. Accidents are part of the way we learn, but if you're too busy to give the process the time needed, you will miss important learning opportunities. Accidents can also be frustrating, and even the most patient and gentle parent can feel stressed and overwhelmed during the holidays. Your response to accidents is an important part of learning too. How well will you manage? And if you're cool and you don't have very much scheduled for this holiday season, then you go for it, girl or boy. But I think a lot of us are going to be a little bit edgy because of all the things going on. Number 4, you might have guests coming. The last thing your child needs at the beginning of potty training is to feel that they have to get things right straight away. Having guests in the house can really up the pressure to be successful, which can impact negatively on your child. Alternatively, if your child does succeed and everyone makes a big deal out of it with loads of praise, etc., it can have the same negative impact later down the line when all of that praise has gone away. So potty training success should be celebrated, but it shouldn't be overwhelming. Finally, your guests may have conflicting views to yours or a different parenting style, which is often the case, right? Wait till they're ready. You're doing this too early. It's not working because you're doing it wrong. Support is wonderful, but interference can be really hard to handle. So if you are at risk of a well-meaning relative helpfully suggesting that Santa is watching for good little children who do their wheeze in the potty and won't be bringing presents if they don't, maybe it's not the best time of year to start. Number 5, you might have arranged trips out and you might not be ready to go out without nappies yet. Putting your child back into nappies, what we call diapers here, and this includes pull-ups, for a trip to the theater or a long car journey, sends the wrong message and is not recommended once you've started potty training. Now, the good news is, you guys, that if you really do need to potty train at Christmas, which is what my mother did with us, there are things you can do to gently start this process. These include making good preparations for the process. In other words, read a book about it, setting the scene, getting the right potty, and working with your child to raise awareness of their body and its processes. So focus on this, make it a priority. If you're going to use the holiday season, really get rid of all the distraction. These are my words, but I'm sure Rebecca would agree. For help with any of this, you can totally contact Rebecca for support, and there's a link over on the show notes at godiaperfree.com/holiday bonus. Or you can grab a copy of the best-selling Tiny Potty Training book by me at Go Diaper Free. Rebecca is a certified Go Diaper Free coach, registered children's nurse, and potty training specialist. She is awesome, and if you need one-on-one support, definitely contact her. If your child is younger than 18 months, you can also do a lot to prepare for potty training, and you can totally do it over the holiday, super low pressure. Rebecca has a pretty brief evidence-based guide that has a lot of scientific study references to help you get started, or you can go straight for my full book, Go Diaper Free, a simple handbook for elimination communication. All that is linked over on the show notes. We would love to hear what you think. Yay or nay, are you going to potty train at Christmas or not? And what are your reasons? And again, these are 5 reasons from Rebecca that we might not want to potty train over the holiday because a lot of things can get us. But if you're aware of all of this and you are certain that you've got things to a manageable level, like you have reduced the amount of things you're doing, and maybe you start the day after Christmas so that the buzz is all died down a little bit, and you have family who would actually cooperate, and maybe grandma even wants to potty train your child, great, go for it. But definitely really deeply consider these 5 possible things that could derail you if you try to potty train during Christmas holiday or the holiday season, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you may be celebrating. That if these things and you read them and you're like, yeah, or you listen to what I've just said and you're like, yeah, you know what, it might not be the right time, then what I would recommend is setting aside the very first weekend in January. If you can get the day before off and the day after off, that gives you 5 full days to work. If you can only do 2 days, that's fine too. And I mean, like, start Thursday night, go all the way through Monday night. You will get over that potty training hump, and it will be a lot less distracting than trying to do it during the holiday rush. But I wouldn't delay it. Don't wait till summer. The earlier you start, the earlier you finish. If you're going to train over the holidays, just be laser focused on this is what we're doing, and try to pick a time when there aren't a lot of people around and a lot of chaos and a lot of kids being super excited about toys. We want to pick a little sweet spot maybe between Christmas and New Year's that would be a good time, or maybe right after New Year's as well. So pick your best time, pick your best support. She recommends preparations for the process. I definitely highly recommend my book and support. My book comes with support. access to support from our certified coaches. But if you want to do one-on-ones with Rebecca, she's definitely there as well. Again, she can be found at littlebunnybear.com. And I really hope to hear from you in the comments. Let me know whether or not you are going to be toilet training or teaching any little specific part of the process during EC during the holiday. Definitely go over to the comments over at godiaperfree.com/holiday bonus. And I'll see you there. Our next podcast episode, as regularly scheduled, is actually going to be on Thursday after the holiday. And next week's is not going to be on New Year's Eve. It's going to be on the following Thursday as well. And then we'll be back to our normal Tuesday posting the week after that. I've got a lot of really cool stuff in store for you. So please tune in for that. I'm Andrea Olson. You have been listening to the Go Diaper Free podcast at godiaperfree.com, and I hope to speak with you soon. So that was it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed listening to Rebecca's awesome article. Definitely take it into consideration right in the comments below whether you're going to potty train over Christmas or not, or the holiday, whatever you celebrate. And we'll see you down there in the comments. We answer everyone, and have a wonderful holiday. I hope it's great. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa and Happy Hanukkah and a Happy New Year too as well. Take care.